The reason why people are so mad at Disney right now, so mad about the seventh park, is because base, basically you're paying an arm and leg just to go to the park. I can tell you how much I'm paying this year. I don't care. So for me to visit California just for 2 days at Disney Park for 4 people, I'm looking at 1,600. 1,600 for 2 days for 4 people. And then what the problem is for me is like, if you're bringing a 3 year old, right, you gotta pay the fee for a 3 year old. It's almost about a fucking $100. And a 3 year old ain't gonna remember that shit. You feel me? A 2 year old ain't gonna remember that shit. Even a 4 year old probably won't fucking remember that shit. And then you're paying an arm and leg for that. And then you're paying $35 for parking too. That's they don't tell you about parking. Yeah, you're paying for parking too. Go like people are like spending their arms. People are spending arms and legs, and they're getting credit card debt because of Disney. Because that's what everybody wants to take their kids to Disney and stuff. That's what they was grown up on. People are grown up on the brand of Disney, and that's where they get you. And my thing is like the reason that's one of the reasons why like no, that's not the reason why people are pissed about it. People are more pissed because all the rides are breaking down and Disney's not listening to like their customers. Like they're like fuck y'all. They're like anything y'all are mad about, we don't give a fuck. Like for them, they're trying to tear down the rivers of America and Walt Disney World, right? I believe they announced that a couple months ago and trying to turn it into like a dirt track. Why? Why? Like really? Why? Shit. They're doing that. And then you gotta think like when you go into these theme parks, right? You're paying an arm and leg, and then some of these rides are broke down and they can't fix some of the rides. Why Disney? Why? You got people who are like frustrated because you see more like. I remember I went to Disney right with my wife and kids last year, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was frustrated because you want your family to have fun and stuff, right? But it's like you get frustrated. How you explain this? Like you get so stressed out if it's not perfect. You expect Disney to be perfect and stuff, and you shouldn't go like with that mindset and stuff, Tom. But you expect your day to be perfect at Disney, and when you expect it to be perfect, shit goes wrong. You feel me? Like shit goes wrong all the fucking time. And when you have like a 2 year old and your dad, right? Sometimes you're not prepared for that shit. Especially like when it's hot out there and your kid grows up and shit, and you're like, fuck. Like in them situations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some people like at Disneyland been in them situations, honestly, but it's like don't expect to be perfect at Disney, but the things are what people are getting mad about because they feel like they're getting ripped off at Disney. They're spending arms and legs for these material, like for these bags, for these shirts and stuff, man. They could be like $40 shirts. Honestly, Disney can lower them prices to Walmart prices, honestly. And you're paying enough for parking. You're paying like gas station prices for food and shit. You're spending like $7 or more, like just for like a small ass burrito or some shit. And that's what bothers people. You're allowed to bring your own food in. You're allowed to bring your own water bottles in and shit at Disneyland. You're allowed to bring your own snacks in. The best thing to do, like when you're planning a Disney trip, you got to plan that months in advance. And most people don't think about that. Like, shit, you got to plan your trip in the beginning of the year and have it like several months out, like 20 months out, you know, like a year out just to really have a fun trip because you will stress the fuck out planning a Disney trip. Because you got to think about rental cars. You got to think about hotels. If you're doing Airbnb route, you're going to think about Airbnb. You feel me? You got to think about all that shit dealing with Disney. And it's crazy, though, because Disney don't really even give out discounts like that. It'd be like, shit, you could, like, I can give you an example, right? Go on Groupon right now and look at all-inclusive days of California, right? From San Diego and Los Angeles, right? And go look at the prices for Disney. You're paying way lesser. And you get SeaWorld, you get Universal Studios, you get Knott's Berry Farm, you get Legoland, you get fucking San Diego Zoo. You get so many, like you get boat rides and tours and stuff versus, and you're only paying like what, 4 people, you're only paying fucking, what, $1,000? Yeah, $1,000 versus you going to Disneyland, you're spending an arm, a leg. And you feel me, people, it's burning people out, honestly. That's what's getting people like mad about these parks and shit. Disney, they could change it. They could choose to change it. I know people are opting out of Disney nowadays because it's like getting so expensive and stuff. I don't blame them. And the people who do go to Disney all the fucking time, there's people you see who do go to Disney all the time, they're fucking in credit card debt. If they don't have the year-round passes, right, they're in credit card debt. If you see them posting like, hey, we're buying this new thing for Disney and shit, think about how much that shit costs. Like, go look at the American, like, for example, go, like, look at look at California Dad, like, Disney Dad and shit, right? Look at his page, right? And look at him tell you how much some prices are, right? And look at, what is it? Making a magical adventures. Look at their price. Look at them. Go look at them videos, right? And see how much shit costs at Disney, right? Like, really think about how much shit costs at Disney. And then they will tell you them prices, right? And think about how many people you see buying all this type of shit, right? Most likely they're in credit card debt. Going to Disney. Think about that. Disney's building a fucking 7th park off of your credit card, off of your debt, off of you. Well, they're, how you say this? How the fuck do you say this? Like, Disney is using the name, like, Disney's basically putting families in debt when you think about it. I mean, you got options. You could go to Universal Studios. Way cheaper. You can go to Knott's Berry Farm. It's way fucking cheaper. Shit, I say, don't even look at Disney cruise ships, right? Look at cruise ships for you and your family this year, right? A flight for you and your family, hotel tickets for you and your family going to Hawaii will be cheaper probably than going to Disneyland this year. Like, really look at it. I don't condone like not going to Disney and stuff, but like look at these prices, right? Compare these prices versus like just going to like Tennessee. I'm gonna keep saying that, to go into like Texas or some shit. Shit, you could go inside your state. Like you probably pay less at your state fucking like state fair than going to Disneyland. Shit, look at the zoo tickets in your neighborhood, right? Look at the membership tickets in your neighborhood for a year pass with you and your kids versus going to Disneyland. Like, really, like, look at them. California's a beautiful ass place. Disney's a beautiful ass place. But the thing is, like, Americans are getting sick of not getting what they want at Disney. And that's what bothers me. Well, I probably went on a rant about Disney. I didn't even talk about why people are more pissed about, like, them not fixing up their theme parks and then, like, them not getting their customer service value out of it. I don't think, like, Disney is like, it's, I don't know, man. It's I feel like it fell off too much. They're punishing us for their failing movies. They're punishing us for their like lack of attendance at the theme parks. They're punishing us when they should be rewarding their customer. Man, I feel like if you pay more than $2,000 at Disney, they should offer you more fucking perks. You feel me? Like them people who pay for year passes and shit like that. You feel me? I feel like y'all should be offering the most fucking perks. Especially the ones that paying for, what is it called, the Magic Kingdom passes. Yeah, the magical passes and shit. Like, if you paying more than $2,000, you shouldn't just get free parking. You feel me? Man, they should walk you with an escort in that bitch. You should have your own Disney VIP member who will bring it down for you, like, who give you them, like, when they shoot out the fire, like, sorry. When they shoot out the fireworks and shit like that, they should be walking with you, talking about like this is where Disney is fucking made of. You feel me? They should be walking a red carpet out for you and shit. I don't know. I'm probably just being weird. They should just let you do backseat. Like they should let you like talk to some of the actors who they got on set. You feel me? Like They should do more for you for that year pass. They should have like a couple people who are doing like the studio, like how you say this, a couple of retiree like people who drew like certain like made Cinderella and shit like that, right? Made the theme like made Cylinder like the people who made like Lilo and Stitch and shit like that, right? They should let you be introduced with them, right? Show you like a couple lessons and shit like that. They should be man. They should be selling you quality service and that shit. Man, they should be having them shit. Them shirts should be like 50% off and shit like that, right? Because they tell man. I feel like Disney's carried by like the magic key holders, honestly, at this point. But the thing is, like with Disney, right? I'll be giving my. If I was a magic key holder, right? I feel like they should give them more fucking perks, man. Y'all should be treated like royalty in that bitch. Sure, really. Y'all should be treated like royalty. I don't know.